Everyone, cold email is about to be judged by something new, not your prospect, not the spam filter, and it's becoming something more like personal assistant style of an inbox. Because Google is testing an AI inbox for Gmail that stops showing your emails as a simple list and starts showing them a briefing with summaries and to-dos. And if your cold email doesn't create a clear action, it becomes invisible. But before we start, my name is Dimitar Petkov, co-founder at Leadcast. I'm personally a Clay World Record holder. Don't laugh at that. It's true. Check it out on clay.com. I'm also there, a clay.com certified solutions partner, Mark Lead certified experts. And at our agency Leadcast, we send a couple million emails every month and generate thousands of positive replies for clients by implementing full go-to-market strategies and systems for their sales teams that we can either let them manage with some SOPs or we manage for them. But anyway, if you want to know more, check leadcase.com. Now back to Google. What is actually happening is that Google is pushing a Gmail update, and that is related to their new Gemini era, which basically prioritizes summarizes threads, and suggests actions. Google calls out an AI inbox that filters out the clutter and highlights the to-dos and VAPs using signals like frequent contacts and inferred relationships. And yes, it's testing with testers before it rolls out wider, but it's still important that we cover this. And before, basically, when you code email, you had to win humans' attention in a chronological list of emails that they were seeing. Now it is basically you have to win with the AI because it is what this it will decide if it's going to show your email or not, and what is going to show about it, and try to summarize it in a list. Like, is it a to do? Is this part of a topic worth catching up on? Is this from a VIP, or is it this just clutter? I did post actually on LinkedIn about this if you want to go check it out as well. But basically, my original point was that cold email is getting judged by signals you cannot really fake. So this takes cold email on a whole other level. Now it's also being judged by whether this email converts into an actionable object, which, to be honest, by default it should be. But anyway, if Gmail turns your message into a vague summary or a low priority thread, it's just becoming like noise. So you lose the prospect because they are not going to even read it. So if we have to translate this assistant style inbox in a few actionable to-dos, I think it is important to check if we can try and surface things like time-sensitive items, if it is from important people, again, ongoing topics, and that try to turn the email into something more than just curiosity. You need more clarity also in the email. And basically, there are a few rules that we try to follow actually before this update, but now they become even more important. Which the first one is like put the action in the first 10 seconds or basically the first few words in the email. And if the assistant is extracting to-dos, give them something clean to extract. So a bad example would be wanted to reach out and introduce. Like, we all know that this is shit. If you're sending cold emails and saying this, you're probably not getting good results. If you are, please share them with me. I would like to see and understand how it is actually working for you. But a good example is that, quick question about your outbound pipeline in Q1. Actually, not the best example, but still, it is like clean and can be summarized by the AI super easily. So this is the first rule. The second one is like to always have, again, this is an old rule, but now it becomes even more important. Always have one call to action, like one job per email. So also the AI can summarize and add this thread into the right order based on the action needed. So like either one ask, one outcome, one decision. Because if you stack like 3 ideas, the assistant will compress these into something more generic and probably ignore your main goal over the email. And the last one is write like a task, maybe not like a pitch, because the AI inbox is basically optimizing for completed work. And so your email would feel like a quick question, a quick confirm, a quick redirect. CTAs that provide this summarization or basically align with this strategy are those. Like those are examples and basically a bit softer, but also like with direct action, kind of respond, waiting for a binary response, yes or no as well. So we make low friction. Now, if we look on what was before and what it is now, basically, um, it could be like, hey, we help companies like yours generate lead, code email, blah, blah, blah. You can read it. But this is not a clean task, it's a pitch. And now it's like, hey, notice you're hiring SDRs. Quick question. Are you building outbound in-house this quarter or using an agency? Now, this is an abstract topic like outbound hiring. They need to answer with a binary question. So that's the action. It's simple, kind of like yes or no. Do you want it or not? And then there is an optional follow-up to request a scorecard. So it covers it. Now, what to expect and when actually about this update and how it's being implemented is that Google first said that this is being tested to selected accounts, whatever that means, and that it will expand over time. They also repeat a lot actually the privacy framing, so the analysis that happens on security with data under your control and so on. So if someone has those features turned off, maybe they won't have it. So I guess good for code email. But from an outbound perspective, you should assume, I think, this trend continues because it will just also help you make your emails better. Um, and if I have to kind of give my honest thoughts about this, I don't think cold email is dead at all. I think the bad pitches are going to be deleted by AI before a human even sees them. So that's good. I mean, I would like less shit spam in my inbox as well. So but yeah, when sending emails, it's just a reminder for us that we should be more clear, more actionable, and to earn actually the reader's attention. I personally believe that it will become a slightly more clarity under compression type of emails, and that the AI will try and turn all these emails into two sentences. That's, I guess, inevitable. So maybe we should not aim to do those long, sometimes storage style formats and so on, because they'll probably be not summarized correctly anyway. But a few things that I expect to matter more is like plain language, obviously over clever copy, but has always been a thing. One obvious outcome, not 3, 4, whatever asks, old, but now becomes more important. Offers that sound useful even when shipped out of any sales tone. First touches that actually give value instead of asking for a meeting. I think Alex Hormozzi's style offers. And yeah, just pure email to start with quick question. And overall, I think this whole update will hurt a bit the spray and pray outbound, but it might actually reward people who already write clearly and honestly. No one knows how Gmail will rank or surface these summaries yet, but one thing feels kind of safe to say is that if your code email cannot survive being summarized, it probably wasn't very strong to begin with. So those are my thoughts about it. Happy to extend the discussion on LinkedIn. If you're curious, find me there, Dimitar Petkov. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. Thanks. Bye. That's, I guess, inevitable. So